Hello friends, in this video we will create a flow to send an email notification to a user whenever a new account is created. So here, instead of using an email template, I will show you how can we use email alert to send the email notification. I mean, in the flow we used to use email action, but there is a thing called email alert, so we will use that. So let's go ahead, click on new flow. We need to select record trigger flow because we need to trigger the flow whenever a new account is created, and we need to send the email. What is object name? It's account. What is the condition? Whenever a record is created, let's leave the entry conditions as none. Let's send the email whenever a new account is created, irrespective of any conditions. Now, what value will you choose? You will choose action and related records because this is used for sending the email. If you want to update the value of any field of that record, then you will use fast mail updates. I hope that is fine. We have covered that previously as well, so we are just revising it. Now, if you write email here, you can see two things. One is the email alert and other is the email action. Okay, so till now we have used this send email, and we will be using body subject, or we will use the email template id, and this is the recipient id, related record id. All these things I have shown you in the previous video. You can check that as well if you are yet to do so. But now we will use email alert instead of this. Okay, so what is the difference? In the email alert we will just pass the record id. So this test email alert, I will create a new for you. Here we will just pass the record ID, and where the record is stored. It is stored in the global variable called record, and then we will get all the IDs of the account. We will select ID. Okay, so we are passing the ID of the record, and then this ID will be used to populate the values of the merge fields, which we will be using in the template. And where is the template being called? Here there is no email action. We will used to use template ID in the email action, but here template will be called in the email alert itself. Okay, I will show you that step. Okay, so let's leave it as it is, as I will be creating a new email alert. So before creating a new email alert, we need to create a first of all an email template. Let's name it account email template. So this video is just from starting to end. We created the flow, and at the end we will send the email. So I have shown you the whole process. Okay, so let's name that account email template quickly, as we have already done these things. We are just learning what is the email alert. Account entity type is account. Let's do this. Subject is, let's write attention, new account is created. The body, let's write hi, please check. Created by, what are the fields in the account? Let's see. We have the fields called, let's first of all use the account name field in the merge field in the body, in the subject. Where is the merge field? Here it is. Clicking on account name, copying it. What will it give? It will give the name of the account which is being created. Okay, let's see what are the other fields which we can give. We can give account type. Okay, let's give the dynamically the value of account type as well. Instead of created by, account type is. Okay, then using merge field, value of the account type on the account. This is the merge field, and from where we will get the value of the merge field? We will get the value in this case from the email alert, because in the email alert we are passing the record ID, and from in the email alert itself we are calling this templates. So this is the process. Clicking on save. This is our email template. So now let's create an email alert. Okay, so in the email alert we will call our email template. We will link our email alert to an email template, and we will specify the recipients and the sender as well, which we used to do in the flow itself in the email action. So what is the benefit here? The benefit here is it's a more generalized way. Here you can use the same email alert and email template for multiple flows. But if you are directly using email action, then you need to specify all the recipients and sender and everything in the flow itself. Okay, so it's a more general way because it may be the requirement that the sender, receiver, and the template may be same for multiple flows. So why to write it every time in the flow itself? If you can use just if you can do it just by passing the record ID in the email alert. Okay, so let's name as our first alert. Okay, object is what is object name? Please make sure in the email template as well as the alert object name should always match. Let's look up for our email alert email template. It was in lightning. Okay, I think we need to refresh it. We need to refresh the page. Let me refresh the email alert so that our newly created email template is available in the lookup. Let's do this. It is account, going to lightning. Oh, I think it is in the private folder. It is in the private folder, and I think are we authorized to access the private folder? No. So always make sure to choose the folder wisely in the email templates. Let's make it public so that our template is accessible in the alert. Hey, here it is. Okay, let's select the recipient. Let me select this user. So these are the users which we create in the backend in the Salesforce CRM. So these users will receive the email. Also, we can specify additional email address. So I will specify the email address which we have in my PC right now so that I can show you the email. Okay, who is the sender? Current user. So the current logged in user email address will be in the sender. So you can see it's similar to email action, but just the way is a bit changed. The same thing you were performing in the flow, now you are performing in the email alert, and then you are calling the email template instead of directly calling the email template. So I would say this is the better approach. Okay. So our email template is created. We have called that in the email alert, and now we are calling that email alert in our flow. And how are we calling it in our flow? We are passing the record ID. Okay. So let me once check. It is fine. Now, instead of creating an email action, let's create an alert. Email alert. Look up for our alert. I think we need to refresh it here as well. Or let's see. We need to refresh it. Let's reload the page. Okay, we need to open the flow once again. What was the name of our flow? Let's see, last modified date. Uh, oh, have we saved our flow? I think I haven't. It is okay anyway. It won't take more than 30 seconds to create a new flow. Our email template and target is alert is ready. So we will just call them up. Let's repeat. Account name. Object is account. Record. Whenever the record is created, we need to trigger it. It should be action related type. And it took just 10 seconds. Use email alert. Use our email alert that we have just created. It's alert on account creation. Pass the record ID. How will you pass the record ID? Let's remind where the record ID is stored. It's stored in a global variable called record, just storing all the values of the account record which is triggering the flow. We will pass the ID of the account. So here's the account ID, and using this account ID, we are passing this in the email alert, and email alert passing it in the email template so that we can get the values of the merge fields. That's so simple. No involvement of the code, and everything is done using point and click. Isn't it good? Okay, so let's name as flow as account creation email alert trigger. That's so simple. Let's activate this and see. You can see how small is our flow. Just email alert. We are passing the ID and that's it. Everything is handled from here. Here. This is our email alert, and this is our email template which we are calling in the email alert. That's it. So this will be our subject. Here it will be replaced by the account name, and here it will be replaced by the type. So it will become dynamic. So let's create a new account. Let's name our account as some company name. Let's name it ABCD Limited. Okay. Let's name the type as this. Choose the type as this. Clicking on save, checking our email, whether we received the email and what is the template. Hey, here we go. The subject, you can see the name which is dynamically fetched, and this is the type as well. So did you like this video? Then do share. I would say this is a very rare thing. Email alert, you would have heard about email action, but email alert is also a thing, and this I would say it is much better, because your flow will become less bulky and you are doing it just by creating email alerts and calling email actions in them. So thank you so much. Also, let me navigate you to the Salesforce playlist which I have created. You will see one common playlist which will have all the subtopics included in them, and then we have the subtopics like Salesforce flows. This is a dedicated playlist for Salesforce flows. This is for CPQ. So I am 3 times certified, and I would say you are at the best place to learn Salesforce.